So product operations have become a very hot topic in the world of product management in the recent years. In this video, I want to cover 4 main reasons why you should consider having product operations as part of your team. The first reason why you would need a product operations team or a product operations person is when you want to focus on scaling and efficiency. When you want to scale up, when you want to move fast, when you want that your PMs, your product managers, or your product owners are focusing on delivering value to your customers, the product operations people are going to help you build those operations that are going to make the life of those product managers much easier. They're not going to have to think so much about maybe some of the ceremonies that they have to pay attention to, like when do they have to do research, when they should be organizing validation sessions. Product operations people can be there to help and can be there to facilitate the work that product manager people will have to do in other organizations. Also, it helps you to be more efficient. The product managers are going to be focusing much more on solving those problems, on ideating the potential solutions, and not so much on trying to build those operations that are going to facilitate the product development process. So the product operations team can help automating certain manual tasks that the product managers otherwise will have to do. They can manage also a product launch, and they can also manage things like gathering user data. The second reason is that product operations team can help you improve communication and alignment. The product operations team can help you set up those ceremonies or those channels, the discussion channels. It doesn't have to be necessarily meetings. We don't need more meetings usually, but they can help you organize those communication channels to share information between product, R&D, marketing, sales, and any other team that is going to be working towards that release, towards that launch of that new product. The idea, of course, is that they help align everybody, that everybody has the same understanding. They try to avoid misconceptions, at least to the minimum possible, and help that everybody understands or are building towards the same goal. So what they can help you do is create like a central repository of information. This can be like a roadmap place or whatever wiki you are using to document your work. They can also help you facilitate meetings or channels where information is going to be distributed. They can also organize like those ceremonies within the teams, and they can help you maintain all that rhythm that is going to help you build your product. And it's going to help people in the product management team to concentrate on creating value for the customers. The third one is that they can help you make more data-driven decision making. What the ProdOps can do is that they can help you start collecting the data that you're going to need to make decisions. They can help you find insights. They might already do that on their own, and they might share the outcome, or they might help you prepare the dashboard that are going to help you understand, for example, the usage of a new feature, the adoption of a new feature. What are the, let's say, conversion rates of your product, whatever it is that you are going to be looking into your data, monthly active users, whatnot. They potentially can help you building that kind of work and working. They can be working then taking the work towards the data analysts, data scientists, and so on to make sure that those pipelines, those dashboards are built. And that's going to help the rest of the teams making their lives easier, and potentially also having a, related to the first point, again, having a kind of a similar point of view on the products. Of course, different products are going to have different data needs, and that's also something that you have to take into account. The fourth reason why you should bring a product operations team is that you want to bring consistency or create consistency in the ways of working across teams. I'm not going to say that all the teams have to work in the same way, but you can bring consistency that is going to help teams, even with different skill levels, to be in a more similar level, because they are going to have expectations of what needs to be done. They understand that they need to do research, they understand that they need to do planning, that they understand that they need to do validation together with some customers, that they have to have the data that is available to understand that, hey, I have set my OKRs or my KPIs, or I'm tracking certain metrics in the product that are going to help me make decisions. A product operations team can help you bring that visibility or that way of working in the team. And I think that that's part of also the work of a pro operations team is that they can actually help leveling up and developing career for those people that are in the product management roles, in the product designing roles, because I would not say that product operations are going to work only with or for product managers. They are going to typically work for anybody in a product organization, which usually is going to be product managers, product designers, data people, software engineers, and so on. So they can actually help bring that consistency across the board. And yes, you could argue that some of these aspects could be, to a certain degree, overlapping with the role of a Scrum Master. You might have thought about that. Yeah, some of them will, but I think that they will still have different roles. A Scrum Master many times is working very much with R&D teams, and I think that that's where I still see them working very often. But I think that ProdOps, I will see it sitting more in the lines of the work of product management. So I think that that is a place where they actually could work, and I think that there's a lot of value and a lot of benefit for pro operations teams, especially when you think about big companies. And I think that in that case, you probably need some kind of pro operations, no matter if you want to have teams that own the product and small teams that work together and are owning that piece of the product, and they are able to take control and ownership of it. That's true, but most likely in most of the operations, whether you like it or not, there's going to be some kind of a commonality of ways of working and so on. And I think that pro operations really can bring that role and that responsibility within the company. So what do you think? Do you think that you need a pro operations team in your company? Are you completely confused about what is the role? It usually happens that when you introduce a new role or a new type of responsibility, many people are going to be pushing back because it's going to make lives of others or taking responsibility away from others. But the reality is that many people, like many product managers, are not going to have the bandwidth to do all the things that a product operations person could help them do. So I think that there's still a very good role for product operations in software companies nowadays. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this, and if you want to learn more about what product operations is all about, go check out this video. We'll see you in the next one, and remember, stay safe.